All right, so now let's talk about the quadrants. There are 4 different quadrants: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. And in quadrant 1, the X and the Y values are both positive and positive. In quadrant 2, the X value is negative and the Y value is positive. In the third quadrant, the X value is negative, the Y value is negative, and in the fourth quadrant, the X value is positive and the Y value is negative. So what does all that mean? Well, first of all, let's talk about ordered pairs. So ordered pairs has 2 different values. You always get 2 different values. The first value you get will be the X value, and the second will always be the Y. So this is our X coordinate, and this is our Y coordinate. So X and Y. X coordinates are always plotted on the X axis. The Y is vertical. And let's even go up here to label. So we know this is our origin. This is going to be our Y axis. And let's label this our X axis. Okay, so now we're going to get into actually plotting the points. So let's start with these with these steps. So the first step is to start at the origin. You always have to start at the origin. Next, you're going to move left or right first. And that's always going to be the first number. And then we're going to move up and down along the Y axis, and that's always going to be the second number. All right, so steps, you always start at the origin. Second step, we're going to move left or right along the X axis, and that's our first number. And then we're going to move up and down the second number. So let's jump right on in. Let's look at the quadrant 1. And this is the quadrant that you've been working on most of your life. So let's look at point A. It says that point A is at 8, 4. Now remember, the first number that we see is going to be our X coordinate. And if we look at our steps, the first thing we need to do is start at the origin. So I'm going to start at the origin. I'm literally going to put my pencil on the origin. Next, I'm going to look at my first number. It's 8. It's a positive 8. And we know we have to move horizontally. And the positive numbers are going to the right. So with my pencil, I'm going to move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. And then I'm going to go up 4. This is a positive 4. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to label it A. Let's do B. And notice how all the numbers in this quadrant are positive. B, 4 and 8. Start at the origin. We're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is point B. I want you to pause the video and plot point C and D. Go. Pause. All right, so you should have plotted point C and D. Let's go ahead. We have 5 and 5. So we start at the origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we have C, D, 7, 2. Start at the origin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up 2, 1, 2. Boom. All of our points in quadrant 1 have been plotted. So let's look at quadrant 2. And notice how it kind of goes backwards in this C motion. So C. If you ever get confused, start in the first quadrant and draw a C for coordinate plane or for Clarissa, my name. C. And it'll tell you exactly where to start, where to go next, where to go third, and where to go last. So in quadrant 2, the numbers are negative and positive. X always comes first. Y always comes second. The X values, all of these X values are negative. And X goes horizontally. So we know that we're going to be going to the left to get those negative numbers. So let's do E. Of course, we start at our origin. And the first value is -2. So I'm going to go over 1, 2. Next, my Y is positive. Positive on a vertical line means I have to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course, we label it. All right, let's do A, B, C, D, E, F, F. F, -1, 4. Start at your origin. -1, positive 1, 2, 3, 4. F. Pause the video and try G and H. Go, pause. Hopefully you have paused the video, and let's do this G and H together. Start at the origin. -1, 2, 3. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G. H, -7, positive 7. Start at my origin, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. H. Let's do the same for quadrant 3. Now, all of the values in quadrant 3 are negative. Negative and negative. On a number line going across horizontally, the x-axis, negative is to the left. And on the vertical, the negative is going down. So we're going to be going to the left and down to get in this section. Let's look at HI. So -2, -10. Where do we start? The origin. So starting here, we're going to go over 2, -1, -2, and then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is point I. J, starting at the origin. -4, -1, -1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, I'm so sorry. Don't do what I just did. You have to do your X and your Y. So we went over 4, and then we need to go down 1. And that is J. Now you go ahead and try K and L. When you're done, unpause it and see if you're right. K, origin, we're going to go to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you check it, you can put your finger on the X and Y values, and if you ride those lines, walk those lines with your finger, trace them, you should intersect. Your point should be at the intersection of those 2 points on those lines, okay? And what is that? K. Let's do L, -7, -6. Starting at the origin, we're going to go to -7. Then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. L. All right, moving on to our final coordinate, our final quadrant, where the X value is positive and the Y value is negative. Where do we start? At the origin. +5, -4. Positive horizontally means I'm going to the right. Then I'm going to go down 4. So M, positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is that. N, +3, -7. Hopefully you're getting better at this. Start at the origin. +1, 2, 3. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. N. Try the last 2 on your own and then unpause. Then press play when you're done. 4 and -2. For O, we're going to go over 4, down 1, 2. For P, 5 and -7. 5, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now there are these 2 other ordered pairs that are in the center. And they're going to actually end up on one of our axes. So let's look at Q. -8, 0. So I start at the origin. -8 is my X value. If we're going horizontally, negative would be towards the left. So we're going to go over 8. Now the Y value is 0. The Y value is 0. 0 means you don't move. You just stay put. And that is where Q is. Let's look at R. We start at the origin. The X value tells us to go left or right. It's 0. So we're going to stay here. We're not going to go over left or right. It says stay at 0. And now the Y says to go up 9. There is R. Okay. There you have it. Our coordinate plane notes. Love ya.